Now, I want to talk about the things I've done here in SS15. Because I'm seeking re-election, I have to produce some kind of report card to you. This field, when I first came in 2008, was a bare field. And the residents I met from this place, they say they are concerned about crime because there were a lot of snatch theft cases happening at this lorong here. And so the state government, thankfully we won Selangor, we have access to state resources, state money, and so they gave all of us allocation, 500,000 a year. And so the residents came and say, what can you do to help us fight crime? Now I do not control the Home Ministry. I have no, I cannot issue instruction to the police. I just have to work with them and hopefully they will cooperate with us. And so fighting crime is not an easy thing here. But I have money from the state government. So I told the residents came, they say they want to empower themselves to fight crime. I said, okay, here's 10,000 ringgit, buy yourself walkie-talkies, buy yourself bicycles, safety vests, torch lights. So they bought all that to fight crime here in SS15. I did not use that money for some karaoke competition. I did not use that money for some One Malaysia dinner. I make sure that your tax money to Selangor is channeled back to the people for what they want. And I didn't just give them money for the first year. I make sure every year, consistently, I channel back this money to Residents Association, Rukun Tetanggas, for them to fight crime, for them to do whatever they want with the residents around them. And so here, the residents started working with us very closely. So to fight crime, I said, okay, at that time, they set up a lot of ops payung. You know, they didn't start off with payung, they started off with white canopies. And then they didn't buy those, Home Ministry didn't buy those. They actually rented those at a very high price. And then they discontinued that, it was in the newspaper. They discontinued that because they said they had no more money. They were not buying those canopies. Canopies are not expensive, you can buy. Okay, but they were renting it. Barisan Nasional does what they do best. Sometimes they can buy at a cheaper price, they choose not to, they just rent at a very high price. And that's exactly what they did in fighting crime. So they had to stop that. And so I told the police, okay police, here I am again, state government, we have money, we can help you. Home Ministry has a bigger budget, but they are not using it properly, we will help you. You tell me how many canopies you want, I will buy for you. And they say, okay. I told the residents, go and find a quotation, let me know how much a police beat would cost to buy a police beat. And so they say, I asked the police, where is the place with the highest crime rate? At that time when they gave me, it was SS15, at the marketplace and this place, because students were being robbed daily. And so we took out money to buy a police beat, only at 7,000 ringgit. 7,000 ringgit, one police beat, fully equipped with tables, chairs, aircon. So cheap. Today, the police beat is still functioning in front of the market. And the shop owners there told me, you know, because of the police beat, because of the presence of police, it has gone down, crime has gone down. And here, there's another police beat, officiated by the police themselves. They come here, ronda, you ask the residents in blue, they're all in blue here. It's a kampung that they are really enjoying themselves and they say crime rate has dropped significantly. Simple thing like that. Simple thing, just using money where it's needed, buy a police beat so that the police has the proper infrastructure to function here. And then they say we want lights, floodlights here. And so we gave them floodlights, you can see floodlights. They say they want to put up fencing because when people play football, you know, it will go on the street. We put up the fencing, fences you can see. They wanted recreational facilities for them. We put up recreational facilities. You can go behind and ask the residents. In fact, today they have prepared food. I don't think they expected thousands to come. They prepared some food there. So anyone, you want some refreshment, go and mix with them there. My residents are all there, expecting you all to host you all. Something like that can still happen in an urban area like Subang Jaya, where neighbors don't know each other. I tell you, it can still happen when residents unite and their lawmakers cooperate and resources are being channeled back to the people for the right use. Things like that can happen in an urban place like Subang Jaya. That is at the local level. Let me give you my report card at the state level. You know, a state assemblyman is supposed to make laws at the state assembly. Okay? Thankfully, I have a good relationship with the speaker of the Selangor State Assembly. So I get to sit in a few select committees which I'm passionate about. You know, I studied law. I was a practicing lawyer for 3 years. And so I don't want to just deal with community issues here. I want to make sure that I have an experience in that 5 years passing law. And thankfully, in Selangor, in the last 5 years, we passed a very historical enactment, the first in Malaysia, the Freedom of Information Enactment. Okay, this one. This document, Freedom of Information Enactment, empowers the people of Selangor to have access to documents made at any state department, any state agencies or local councils. Now, when we were debating this enactment in the State Assembly, I remember so clearly, I stood up on behalf of the people of Subang Jaya and I voted for this. I say yes, I believe the people of Subang Jaya want access to information, and so I voted. And I debated in favor of it. But our friends from Barisan Nasional, they stood up and they were all against this. They are against the idea of giving information to taxpayers. So why should you give your vote to Barisan Nasional again? They are against equipping you with information. You have no reason to give your vote to my opponent Gan Ming Fu here in Subang Jaya. Because I tell you, if you vote him in, he's going to vote in favor of anything that is in secrecy. They kept quoting Official Secret Act, Official Secret Act. They say this law is illegal. You have no right to pass a law like that because it's in contravention to the Official Secret Act. Things have not changed, you know. In Parliament, I'm telling you that they still want to hide things from you. They are not a transparent coalition. Okay? They are not transparent. That is why when we have chiramas like these, people come out even in the rain to seek information, to seek for the truth. The fact you are here, even though it rained, shows that the people are hungry for the truth and they are not getting it from the newspaper, which is supposed to provide truth. They are not getting it from RTM or TV3. They are not getting it from all this news television funded by the taxpayers. They are not getting information. That's why you're here. So please, Selangor government has passed this enactment. You have to vote me in so that I can work with the state exco, with the state government, to make sure this is implemented properly.